another day, another night, another magical performance from Liverpool's academy players. And I think the maddest thing about this whole game, with the gift of hindsight, is that I was worried about this team tonight. I was worried about this Liverpool. I was worried about Jurgen Klopp having to put together a side that was going to be capable of being competitive. And I'll admit, I'd have taken gracefully bowing out of the FA Cup because, one piece of silverware boxed, bigger fish to fry with Nottingham Forest on the weekend, the Europa League to follow next week. And part of me was like, well, look, just put any team out ultimately because there's bigger games to come. Just stupid of me. Just honestly stupid of me. Jurgen doesn't think that way. The first teamers who were available don't think that way. And the young lads who got their opportunities again don't think that way. There's a new mentality. And it's not even a new mentality. It's a Jurgen Klopp mentality that's been instilled over 8.5 years at this football club. And it's to run through brick walls and it's to make things happen. And it's not just to be, a blunt instrument. There's so much skill and guile that comes through as well. An immense sense of overwhelming pride watching this Liverpool team with I think the average age was just over 23, and for the starting team, and so much of that is just Virgil van Dijk. Really, genuinely, the vast majority of that is Virgil dragging the age up on it. And Southampton were really good, really good. They were much the better team overall in the first half. And look, Kevin Kelleher I think he was man of the match of the first half. But obviously Jayden Dan's coming on, looked really good in his 2 cameo appearances. Some of the most impressive 36 minutes of football I think he'd had prior to that a week ago against Luton. Looked bright, looked really good off the bench in the League Cup final as well. And then just comes in and, the first finish, magnificent, proper instinctive finish. And it's quite funny because obviously Cody Gakpo has been playing centre forward in that game. It was a very Cody Gakpo versus Manchester United kind of finish. Gakpo had an off night in front of goal, he really did. As much as I thought he was quite good outside the box. There's Dan's goal scorer, comes onto the pitch and scores that. And then obviously just the instincts, part instincts, part luck, just being in the right place at the right time. I'll call it instincts, call it strikers' instincts, because the great ones have got the ability to just be where the ball is going to be. And a really good smart finish. And look, he's a young lad under pressure in front of the cop. Could have absolutely blazed that. Over, and he didn't. He keeps it under the bar and comes away with a brace. And that's obviously not to do down Lewis Koumas. I was a big fan. I used to really like his dad as a footballer as well. Real shame that he just was never quite at Liverpool's senior team level. Or she had a good career for Tranmere, whatever. Good chat manager player back in the day is what I'll say. But yeah, obviously takes a chance, big deflection. But again, who cares? Who honestly cares? It got Liverpool really on top in the game with Southampton for as much as they're pressing and how skillful they were at avoiding the press and good style of football, absolutely. And don't forget, this is a team that has every chance of being a Premier League team next season. And I bet with obviously some rotation in there, I was just blown away by how good Liverpool are. Virgil van Dijk stepping onto the field for 45 minutes, being absolutely imperious. I think Kelleher magnificent in goal again. Harvey Elliott putting in another brilliant shift for the football club, in spite of how much his legs must hurt. Joe Gomez doing a decent job in defensive midfield. I'm not sure that's his long-term solution. He's not. John Stones, he's not in that, but competent for the first time I've certainly seen him play there. And yeah, look, ultimately though, it's the kids who are the stars of the show. Bobby Clark, I thought showed some real signs of what a special talent he is again. And look, yeah, Jayden Dan's going to draw all the plaudits, because who doesn't love a goal scoring centre forward, and moreover a Scouse goal scoring centre forward. It's been a long old while since we've had one. There's a good old tradition of us having them as well, and maybe we've got another one as well. So yeah, I think on the whole I'd be giving Kelleher man of the match, just because if he doesn't put in the performance that he puts in the first half, Liverpool got no chance. Liverpool should have been dead and buried without the saves from Kelleher. But yeah, I also don't begrudge Ali McCoy's giving it to Jayden Dan's, because yeah, what a special young player we might have there in conjunction with a whole clutch of other ones. Forest, hopefully we'll have some more of the senior lads back, but you know what? One thing I know for certain, and we can all say, is that no matter what 11 Jurgen Klopp manages to cobble together and put out on the field, they're all going to play the Liverpool way. They're all going to pour their heart and soul out onto the pitch in service of that red shirt. And that's all you can ask for, and a lot more. We've had a lot worse than that from a lot more expensive senior players in my time watching Liverpool Football Club, let alone from a bunch of lads who, in the instance of Trey Naoni, aren't even old enough to drive and possibly shave yet. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. On to the next round. Manchester United. Bring on your Manchester United. That's what I say. Yeah, why not? Look, I think it means the derby's moving, but maybe we'll move the derby. That'll help. Yeah, it's been moved for a game against Manchester United away in the cup. But you know what? Whatever. If you want to go win the biggest things, eventually you're going to have to play some big teams. I nearly said good teams, but then remembered it's Manchester United. Whatever, it'll make for a hell of an occasion, whatever it is. And yeah, we've got a good record against them. Exciting times. I mean, yeah. Anyone who doubted it, and I was one of them, we've been proved wrong, and we should have just shut our mouths and enjoyed what was in front of us. And ultimately, I did. I had a fabulous time watching that game. Long may they continue. Before I go, last chance to get our half price year offer on redmenplus.com. It ends tomorrow night, the 29th, the end of the month, leap year and all that. Use the code FINAL on redmenplus.com. Get a captain subscription, 50% off for an entire year. Fill your boots because the Reds are absolutely amazing.